afternoon baseball here on the show. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Minnesota Twins and the Kansas City Royals. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and guys, the Twins come in here and dominated the series so far. A chance to sweep this road set here today.
Yeah, and it's never easy, Matty. In order to get a 3-game sweep, you have to do a lot of things right, and you have to have the ball bounce your way, and that's exactly what's happened leading up to this ball game today. I expect them to be focused, looking to bury this team.
Mike Minor will be the starter for the Royals in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch, he knows how to control the running game, and most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
First pitch on the way. Andrelton Simmons is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop. Here comes the 1-2. Popped him up. Santana has a play. He's got it 1 away. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Yeah, man, I cannot wait to get a look at Josh Donaldson, the bringer of rain. He had over 20 runs batted in last month. Very consistent. A solid month, and I love watching him swing the bat. It looks like the focus and concentration is even better when he has runners in scoring position.
That'll bring up Luis Ariz. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
That is first. The right fielder, Nelson Cruz.
The next Twin up, Nelson Cruz. Now the first pitch.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
I got the count 1-2.
Now that's popped up. Santana has room in foul territory, and he makes the play to end the inning. Down go the Twins in order. Twins nothing. Royals coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Michael Pineda starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, hitters have had their way with this guy this year. This is a stat any pitcher doesn't want to have attached to him. The league hitting over 300. That's righties and lefties hitting over 300 against this guy. That's something he's going to drastically have to improve on.
Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get fouled. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
Here comes another 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Toward the alley in left center, that's a base hit. And with his speed, he may be thinking about 2. The throw into second. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
The 1-0 home.
2-0.
And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, Dero, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times, his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
Head-to-head against Michael Pineda. He's just 2 for 9. Three and 1.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Mondesi stands at second with no outs. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And that's going to fall for a base hit. They'll get it in quickly to the second baseman, so it's runners at the corners now with nobody out.
Hey, not a great start for the pitcher right here. Started off with a double, now add in a single, and one of your middle-of-the-order bats is coming to the dish. Man, I don't think this was the start he was imagining warming up in the bullpen.
With Merrifield next to hit. The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. He enters play here at 288, 5 homers and 30 RBIs. High and deep down the left field line. Runners are at first and third with none out. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
He's set and the 2-1 pitch. And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or try to induce the ground ball to get a double play.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Here's a high pop-up. Garver over to his right, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
So next to the plate for the Royals, Jorge Soler. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Got him out of his front foot. It's 0-2.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Runners are at first and third, one away. Grounded back up the middle. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Your basic 6-4-3 will get him out of danger. An inning in the books. No score on the show. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. In his career against Mike Minor, he's just 2 for 9. He also has 1 home run. First delivery to him. A 1 pitch on its way. Hit back up the middle. Throw gets him at first, and that was a magnificent play. Next, it'll be Miguel Sano. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
The pitch. That misses 2-0. Today's ball game provides the Twins with a chance to end the series on a really high note, of course. A win will complete the sweep.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
Now the 2-1 pitch. He's in there for strike number 2. And it certainly helps when you're throwing your ace on the mound in the series finale. Can't ask for much more than that.
One of the keys when you show up to the ballpark and you're going for a sweep, you look at that lineup card and you see your ace pitcher is on the mound. You have to feel awfully good about your chances to complete the sweep.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
261 the average coming into action here. 5 homers and 16 RBIs. The 1-0 home. No score here as we play inning number 2. 1-2 now. And it's fouled away. He'll try again, 1-2. Another one sent foul. Two and two now with two away and the base is empty.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
The 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Twins are set down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Now the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. There to take it is Cruz, and that's the first out.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
Hunter Dozier digging in now. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. The windup and the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Bottom of the second here with no score. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Diego, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
So now Carlos Santana, and he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. Dozier stands at first with 1 out. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
To the plate now, Ryan McBroom. Back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
The pitcher's got to be smarter right there. He blew that fastball right by him, and then he did him a favor by speeding up his back with a changeup. Nice execution to keep your hands back by the batter.
In now, Michael Taylor. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute.
You know, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You know, you always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Standing in now, Adalberto Mondesi, as it's grounded sharply to first. He's right there on to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Digging in will be Mitch Garver. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Here it comes. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. In his career against Mike Minor, not great. He's 1 for 8. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. So with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the American League's Central Division as you see where these 2 teams find themselves entering our ball game here today. Up next for Minnesota, Jorge Polanco, as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
What a terrific season this guy's having. Up near the leaders in batting average, without a doubt the highest average and the best hitter on this team.
First pitch of the AB now.
Ball 1, no strike.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. And he has a cut at that one, but misses 2-1. Hit in the air out to center field. Taylor is there, 2 gone.
Batting 9. The left fielder, number 30, Kyle Garlick.
Digging in next, Kyle Garlick. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. First offering, grounded up the first baseline. And this will be a foul ball as the first baseman makes a Herculean effort to make the stop. Easy there, Cha-Cha. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. The 1-2. Popped up. Mondesi shading to his right. No problem with this one, and the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order. They still trail 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and with it brings the left-handed swinging Andrew Benintendi.
Andrew Benintendi.
Now here's the first offering.
Hey.
Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
With Merrifield next to bat. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Jorge Soler. Pineda's ready. First pitch on its way. High and deep to right center. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. In now is Andrelton Simmons. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now here's the pitch. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. The windup and the 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Simmons is retired, and there's one away.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt, and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
At the plate, Luis Arias. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the corner and slicing foul.
Man, he wants that swing back. He'll be thinking about that all night. He crushed that ball. He just needs to stay back a little longer.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Santana able to stay with it here for route number 2.
Right fielder, Nelson Cruz.
And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
First pitch of the AB on its way. On the ground to the right side. Gloved by Santana. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're down 1-0.
There's a strange wind blowing. It's coming back.
Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Salvador Perez. First pitch on its way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one.
They say the toughest pitch in baseball is the located fastball. I disagree. That nasty slider is tough to hold up on.
Now here's the pitch. Back up the middle. And the throw will get him at first as he is robbed on a magnificent play there.
You poll a lot of people in the game, they'll tell you right here, Simba and Drelton Simmons might be the best defensive shortstop in the game. He makes those diving plays look routine.
And that brings in Hunter Dozier. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. And that's in there for his strike 1-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. One run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Lifted down the line in left.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Here now the 2-2.
We got 3 balls and 2 strikes.
On deck, Carlos Santana. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Up next to the board.
Here's Carlos Santana now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Pineda into his motion. Here's the pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. That evens it up, 1-1. Now the pitch.
Hey! I got to count 1 and 2.
Base hit into right center.
Yeah, maybe a shot here now with 2 away. They finally get another base runner on. He's stranded 6 in a row prior to this point, so he's had his way with these guys for the past couple of innings.
So now to the plate, Ryan McBroom, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He collected a base hit his first time up. The 0-1 on its way. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes.
1 ball, 2 strikes, down.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Kansas City. They lead it 1-0. Welcome back to Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. We send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Now the first pitch. Josh Donaldson is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. Donaldson, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play. Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is looked at for ball number 2.
Count 2-1.
All even now, 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And the perfect game will go by the wayside here as this pitch misses for ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton. From the stretch. Fouled off. Sano, base runner at first with 1 out. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
Well, these guys haven't had too many opportunities yet to test the running game in this one, so they could decide to put a man in motion right here.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Looking to punch him out again. Pitch. Line drive to center field. It's in there, and the Twins look to have an extra base hit on their first hit of the game. Sano ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And he's safe at the plate. We're all square at 1 apiece. Now a throw homeward is offline. My goodness.
Now batting.
Man, that's surprising, Dan. This guy's flailing that stuff in the dirt and above his head to get to 2 strikes, and then he lays him a cookie.
Boy, you would think after throwing 2 pitches out of the zone that he would triple up and throw a third one either up, down, or in and out, but that one right in the middle of the strike zone.
Into the box now. Mitch Garver fouled away. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team to lead.
1-2 to the Twins catcher. Here comes the 1-2. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Here now the 2-2. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Now the 3-2 pitch. On a line to shortstop, and the runner gets back, no double play.
Up next for Minnesota, the designated hitter, Jorge.
Now it'll be the Minnesota DH, Jorge Polanco. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Popped him up. Santana over to his left. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. Twins do get a run, however, and it comes via this RBI triple. On to the bottom of the fifth. All even now at 1-1. Welcome back to Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. We send it down to Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, Royals manager Mike Matheny talked with me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The center fielder, Michael.
Now the first pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Cruz is underneath this one, and very quickly one gone.
Now batting, number 27.
So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Adalberto Mondesi, 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. Pitch on the way. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. A 2-1 count to the leadoff hitter for Kansas City. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit to first, reined in. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. Now here's the first offering.
Nope, ball 1.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
Rounded softly down the line toward first. Throw in time, and the side is retired. KC down in order. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. All set for the start of the inning, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Kyle Garlick.
Kyle Garlick.
And now the first pitch.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Ball that
Here's
time.
one that misses high. It's 1-1. One ball and 2 strikes to count. Here comes the 1-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
So now to the plate will be Andrelton Simmons as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Swing and a liner, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
I think he kind of trained the hitter's eyes in that at bat. What I mean is you'll find the first 3 pitches are all down around the knee. So as a hitter, he's probably looking down there again, and that's the perfect time to raise his sights and make a good pitch up.
Into the box, Luis Arias. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Boy, talk about being a game of inches, D-Roll. That was a bullet just out of the reach of the third baseman.
Yeah, third base is just a reactionary position, kind of a la goalie in hockey. He didn't have much chance there. He tried to make a play, get it above his head, but he was unable to get there.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Now here's the first offering.
Nope, outside.
Hey, a 2-out single isn't all that bad, but it can be when you've got this part of the lineup coming up.
The 1-0 home.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
The 1-1 home.
2 balls, 1 strike, the count.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
The 3-1. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Josh Donaldson digging in now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. He's set and the pitch.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike one.
Arias over at second. Cruz on at first with 2 down. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And the run will score all the way from first. It's now 3-1.
Well, maybe the tables have turned a bit. Earlier in the game, the pitcher had his way with him, but he wins the battle this time and in a big way. 2 runs on the board as the result.
Now the Kansas City manager will make the slow walk to the mound. And that'll be all now for Mike Minor. He'll depart after 5 2/3 as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ballgame. Scott Barlow, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Scott Barlow.
Here's Miguel Sano. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Part of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. Twins are out in front, 3-1. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
This is where the pressure starts to build a little bit on an offense. It's not late enough. I mean, you don't have to start panicking right now, but this is where you're looking for someone to light a spark to get back in this game. This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike 2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder coming on. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. So with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the American League's Central Division as you see where these 2 teams find themselves entering our ballgame here today. In is Jorge Soler. No hits to this point. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. A ball and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1 and 2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
And up steps Salvador Perez. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Now the 0-1. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. And he misses. 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Pineda gets the sign. Here's the 3-2. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. And it's fouled away. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The 3-2 one more time. Down the first baseline. Over to first, and that retires the side. Royals go down 1-2-3, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Josh DeMont is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 63.
Here's Byron Buxton now.
Leading off for the Twins, the 17th, 25.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And that misses low and away, ball 1. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
I can't imagine in a hitter's meeting today that's the pitch they want to attack. Plus velocity up and in. It's going to be too tough to get the barrel to that pitch today.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Three balls and 2 strikes to the Twins center fielder.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Striding in is Mitch Garver. He's been a little unfortunate so far with a couple of hard-hit balls that have resulted in lineouts. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Buxton gets his lead at first, nobody out. There goes Buxton. Pitch outside, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Hey, it's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that big, and plus this catcher's not known for having a cannon of an arm.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. Action in that KC pen now as the right-hander's begun to loosen up. Ready with 2 balls and a strike.
Hey!
3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. And he fouls this one off. Once again, a 3-2. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
And he just manages to get his hand in. In now, Jorge Polanco, as he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. To first, Santana's got it. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now back, the left fielder, Kyle.
Now at the plate, here is Kyle Garlick, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Wait, ball 1.
A ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Ball 1 strike.
Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front. Men on third with 2 down. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Twins wind up stranding 1 as the lead remains 3-1. Randy Dobnak will take over on the mound to start the bottom of the 7th.
Number 68, Randy Dobnak.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Hunter Dozier. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Hunter Dozier.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a slider down the middle, but laid off. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Two and 2 to Hunter Dozier. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
And in a 2-run game right here, you really don't want to walk the leadoff guy to start an inning. You got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as long as you can.
The 3-2 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you, so we'll see if that's the case here.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that'll bring in one of the best on-base percentage players in the game, Carlos Santana. He's set. Here it comes.
Nope,
Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
He pulls this one into right, and that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
At the plate now, Ryan McBroom. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0. On the ground to short. Could this be 2? One there. On to first to complete the double play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out. But the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
Stepping in now, Michael Taylor. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane. You go to hit it at one position, and it's 6 to 8 inches dropping off the table and chasing your hands.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. So stepping in is Adalberto Mondesi. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Here's the first pitch to him. Grounder down the line at third.
Well, the Royals have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fouled off. Oh, and 2, here it comes. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Greg Holland has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 35, Greg Holland.
Ready to begin the 8th, and standing in one of the best 2-strike hitters in baseball, Andrelton Simmons. Now here's the first offering. Hit high and deep out to left. Looking up is Benintendi. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 9 on the year as the Twins push their lead up to 4-1.
It's a 3-run lead now, and that doesn't exactly slam the door shut on this thing, but it certainly closes it a little bit. The importance of each run is magnified the later you get in the game, and that bomb here in the 8th is big.
Standing in now, Luis Arias, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
If you're on the mound right here, you got to trust your catcher and execute. You know who's coming up to the plate.
Outside, 3-0 now. No outs, nobody on. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
Nope,
and that's low, ball 4.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Next to stand in is Nelson Cruz. 0 for 2 for him to this point. From the stretch.
Count 1-0.
Arias aboard here at first with nobody out. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Well, he's not proving that he can command his breaking ball in the zone right now. And until he does, there's no reason to bite on it.
Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Runners off for second. Fouled away. The 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Into the box now, Josh Donaldson, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's got 4 hits and 10 at-bats. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
Now the 2-1. Popped up. Dozier takes charge and he's got it. 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Miguel Sano.
So now into the box is Miguel Sano. From the belt, kicks and deals. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's now 4-1 in favor of the Twins. Tyler Duffy is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 21, Tyler Duffy.
At the plate now is Andrew Benintendi. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Andrew Benintendi.
First pitch of the AB now. A fastball here as you'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. The Twins are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale, so if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball, you're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
Lifted down the line in left. And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
They might even change their nickname for this team to the Road Warriors. A sweep is looking pretty good as they're leading this one again late in the ballgame.
The batter number 15, second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
Ready now is Whit Merrifield. The numbers against Tyler Duffy have been pretty good, 5 for 12. Now here's the first offering. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay throw. The tag from Donaldson is too late. He's in there with the triple.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how manager's thinking. He's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
At the plate, Jorge Soler. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
Just don't understand the game plan right here. Walking up to home plate, you had to think you could potentially be pitched around. But now you find yourself down 0-2, and it's a battle.
Good waste pitch, 1-2.
Definitely a strikeout situation here with the runner on third, so that's smart. Trying to make him chase that slider out of the zone.
Two and 2 to Jorge Soler.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Another 2-2. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and one out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
In now, Salvador Perez, as he'll swing and send a chopper out to second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Royals leave one, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Brad Brock enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. So that'll bring in Byron Buxton, and his head-to-head matchup numbers with Brad Brock. He's just 1 for 6. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. The 0-1 pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Scooped up, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The catcher, number 8, Mitch Garver.
Now at the plate, Mitch Garver. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
1 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And a swing and a miss here, and the first 2 are dispatched to begin the ninth.
Now that.
Next will be the designated hitter, Jorge Polanco, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
And for me, this is the side he looks more fluid from. A little more control in his swing, and it seems to lead to more consistent contact than from the right side.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. This is on the ground over to first. Gloved by Santana, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order, but they lead it 4-1. Taylor Rogers is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Taylor Rogers.
So here is Hunter Dozier. His career numbers in this matchup. He hits at a .364 clip. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Bounced weakly near the plate. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Dan Plesac.
Next up, Carlos Santana singled in his last at-bat. First pitch of the AB now. And he lays off there, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Santana in front with a 2-0 count.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the 9th is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Knee high, he barehands it. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
This is a head scratcher. I mean, that's the shortest throw on the infield, and somehow he lets it sail wide of the mark for an E4. A couple more like that, and doubt starts to creep into the second baseman's mind.
So now to the plate, Ryan McBroom. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
1-1. A shot down the first baseline. Simmons on to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they end this thing with style, turning that double play to preserve the win. That's what we call finishing strong.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. The Minnesota Twins rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Michael Pineda earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Taylor Rogers records the save, his 16th of the season. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Repocho la se treo el Rolls Royce, el bote parqueado en San Roy, viviendo la vida como si se va a acabar hoy.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Twins, 4 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, they left 4 men on base. For Kansas City, 1 run, 8 hits, no errors, they left 9 runners on base. The winning pitcher is Michael Pineda. His record is now 6-4. The loss goes to Mike Minor. He falls.